There is a version of you that does not want you to change. It loves comfort. It loves excuses. It loves tomorrow. It loves saying, "I will start later." And every time you try to become disciplined, that old version of you starts fighting back. It whispers, "Rest today. You deserve comfort. You can do it tomorrow." But tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And one day, you wake up inside a life built by your weakest decisions. That is why discipline must become serious, not soft, not cute, not motivational. Discipline is the moment you become dangerous to the version of yourself that kept you weak. When you become disciplined, people notice. Not because you talk louder, but because you become harder to control. You stop reacting to every emotion. You stop explaining every decision. You stop needing permission. You stop chasing comfort like a child. And that scares people, because your discipline reminds them of their excuses. Your silence reminds them of their noise. Your progress reminds them of the life they keep delaying. But the first person your discipline must scare is you. You must look in the mirror and think, "I am not the same person anymore." Machiavelli understood something brutal about power. Power does not belong to the person who wishes. It belongs to the person who prepares. In The Prince, Machiavelli wrote that fortune may control part of human affairs, but still leaves part of them to our free will. In simple words, you cannot control everything. But you are responsible for what you can control. Your habits, your discipline, your preparation, your ability to act when others only complain. Weak people wait for luck. Dangerous people build systems. They train before the opportunity comes. They prepare before the crisis arrives. They become ready before anyone is watching. Discipline is not magic. It is trained behavior. Research on self-discipline found that self-discipline can predict important outcomes like academic performance, attendance, and study habits. That means discipline is not just motivation. It is a life advantage. Because motivation depends on mood. Discipline depends on identity. Motivation says, "I will do it when I feel ready." Discipline says, "I do it because this is who I am now." That is the difference between a person who changes for 1 week and a person who becomes unrecognizable in 1 year. The first rule is simple. Attack the first excuse, not the 10th excuse, not the final excuse, the first one. Because weakness enters quietly. It does not begin with failure. It begins with negotiation. Just 5 more minutes. Just 1 more video. Just skip today. Just start Monday. If you let the first excuse live, it will invite 10 more. So when the first excuse appears, move immediately. Stand up. Open the book. Start the workout. Write the first line. Do the hard thing before your weak self finishes talking. The second rule: never build your life around mood. Your mood is unstable. Some days you feel powerful. Some days you feel lazy. Some days you feel confident. Some days you feel empty. If your discipline depends on mood, your life will always be unstable. So build systems. Sleep at the same time. Train at the same time. Put the phone away before work. Prepare your clothes before the morning. Decide before temptation arrives. A disciplined person does not wake up and ask, "What do I feel like doing?" He wakes up and follows the system he built when he was thinking clearly. The third rule: become hard to distract. The modern world does not need to defeat you. It only needs to distract you. 1 notification, 1 short video, 1 useless argument, 1 hour gone, then another, then another. Your attention is the battlefield. And if you cannot protect it, you cannot protect your future. So make your life harder to interrupt. Work with your phone away. Use silence. Use focus blocks. Use boring routines. People think discipline is exciting. It is not. Discipline is often boring. But boring repetition is what builds terrifying results. One day, your old self will come back. It will ask for comfort. It will ask for laziness. It will ask for the old life. And you will look at it calmly and say, "You do not lead anymore." That is when discipline becomes power. Not when people clap. Not when they admire you. Not when they understand you. But when the weakest version of you no longer recognizes who you have become. Become so disciplined that your excuses fear you. Become so focused that distractions cannot buy you. Become so consistent that people stop asking if you are serious. They will know. And more importantly, you will know. Master your mind. Protect your peace.